What the Fleck is my process? What the Fleck is the genesis of this particular piece I'm working on right now? The seed was planted in August of 2020. Remember the good old dark days, the lockdown, the pandemic, impeachment, election, Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, insurrection, the big lie, resurrection, Twitter, tweet, Facebook, Instagram, Lindsey Graham, TikTok, Snapchat, snap, crackle, pop. The soil was very fertile for a seed to take root. It's alive. It's alive. First sprout from the seed, I see this image of me as a soldier. I'm hobbling out on a crutch onto a stage, war-weary, battle-fatigued, singing, "When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah." Metaphorically, it's me, Johnny, marching home to the theater again, hurrah, hurrah. But it's a bigger metaphor. Johnny's marching home again after being at battle, fighting for truth and justice to save our homeland from anti-democratic forces. Oh, I'm so clever. So this is when the audience is going to fall in love with Johnny. Oh, yes. The audience sees themselves in Johnny. And that's when Johnny comes in for the kill. Johnny, it turns out, is actually a Confederate soldier, a Proud Boy, a QAnon believer in conspiracies, desperately trying to hold on to his beliefs, his old-fashioned values, fighting to save his home against the enemy. Ba-dump, ba-dump. I get this theme music in my head from Jaws. Ba-dump, ba-dump. Oh, it's as if the monster, you can't see him, but it's getting closer. Bottom. Oh, it's alive. Bottom. Enter. COVID! Oh, the soldier takes cover. He uses his crutch as a rifle, and he spews forth this conspiracy that COVID is not a molecule. It's a species. It's Satan's spawn seeking global domination. And COVID, no, that's what the idiot fake scientists call them. No, they actually refer to themselves as mwah. It's the sound, the vibration that the air makes as it travels over the spikes on their bodies as they hurl through space. Mwah. Okay, let's pause. Okay, shall we? Back to process. So I'm online. I find a company that makes 16-inch transparent globes with a 9-inch hole at the bottom. And I thought, this could make a great COVID space helmet. I could put the see-through globe over my head and glue some red spikes on it and transform into Captain COVID. It's a really stupid name. It will change. Captain Mwah. That's better. Captain Mwah is a superhero. Mwah. Back to process. What if? Oh, I love a good if. What if, don't you? What if Mwah, aka COVID, are actually emissaries of love? To save mankind and to save the planet from man's self-destructive tendencies. They don't want to kill us. We are their host. But unfortunately, their love energy is so intense, many humans can't sustain it. But hey, haven't you noticed how those humans who do survive are filled with love and gratitude for life? And hasn't the planet started to revive itself, cleaner air and water since their arrival? And hey, maybe God does work in mysterious ways. What if COVID was the force that defeated Donald Trump, huh? He would have won had he only handled the COVID situation with some empathy. Just saying. What the Fleck is next? Stay tuned. August 3rd, 2021. Sorry for the accent, but last minute here, I got a self-tape audition for a TV pilot playing an old hairdresser down in the South. And you know when they say hairdresser, that means they're gay. Of course, they won't say that in the breakdowns. But we all know that to be true here in Hollywood. And once you know it, I'm working on my show. I just want to focus on my show. And all of a sudden, these self-tape auditions are coming up. And what a racket. They used to call you in, but now with the indoor masking, they don't call you in anymore. So it's up to the actors. Oh, we gotta self-tape. We gotta do our lighting. We gotta be aware of the sound. So we're doing all this work. They're saving money. They don't pay us to do this. And then, instead of maybe seeing 8 people like they used to before, they can see 50 self-tapes. Watch it for 1 second and throw it away. But, hey, the mystery paradox in all of the universe. Speaking of which, I want to focus on my show. But I get this little daily reminder, and today it says the paradox of focus. Make the most of one opportunity, and more opportunities will come your way. Moving boldly in one direction causes more paths to unfold before you. To get more, focus on less. Huh? Well, hey, I gotta go work on my show. Oh, but first I gotta do this self-tape audition. Oh my, let go. What if? Oh, don't you love a good what if? Being a thespian, I know there's a lot of thespians listening out there. Oh, we thespians, we love a good what if. So, hey, play along with me. Why not? It'll be fun. What if we're actually okay? What if it's not as bad as we think it is? What if we don't have to be so afraid? What if we keep an open mind? What if we try to see both sides? I've looked at life from both sides now, from up and down. What if we let go of our beliefs for just a moment? I know it's scary to let go of our precious beliefs, but in the spirit of bipartisanship, what if, instead of fighting them, instead of labeling them the enemy, what if we embrace them and listen with open ears and open hearts to what they believe? What if, and this is a big what if, but what if Kelly Ann Conway was right when she said on CNN, there are alternative facts? What if we consider that maybe, just possibly, just an teensy possibility that QAnon just might have a valid point or two to consider? Oh my, did I hear a boo out there? Oh my, just the mention of QAnon gets you all riled up. Cancel culture! Oh, that's not me speaking. I'm channeling my sister in Cleveland. Oh, come on, lighten up, let's have some fun. What if the election was rigged? What if the deep state hated him so much they rigged the system to get rid of him? What if God does work in mysterious ways? What if he, whose name I will not mention, but what if he is actually a prophet? An emissary that was sent directly from Jesus to save this country's pitiful soul? What if Jim Jordan and Marjorie Taylor Greene are his faithful disciples? Can you prove any of what QAnon says isn't true? Huh? Definitively? No, you can't. What if the Democrats are blood-sucking pedophiles? Hillary Clinton, Pizzagate? You remember Pizzagate? Oh, Q remembers. Go online, type in Pizzagate. Hillary Clinton's biggest stock holding in her portfolio is Domino's Pizza. Coincidence? I think not. A subtle light change as John morphs back into Proud Boy. What if the China virus was created in a government lab in Wuhan? What if it was all a cover to create a vaccine containing nanomicrochips that embed in human organs, enabling them to keep tabs on you? Oh, you think Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, they're different than the Sputnik vaccine. Oh, they wouldn't do that to us. Here, oh, we're free. This is the USA. Oh, this is the home of the free. Do you honestly believe for a second the deep state corporate pharmaceutical cabal is looking out for your well-being? What if The greedy corporate shits didn't test the vaccines long enough. Project Warp Speed, baby. Oh, yeah. Get those nano microchips planted, but oops, sorry about those nasty side effects. Remember last year, Fauci saying all the mucus droplets spewing out of your mouths and noses will fall to the ground in 6 to 10 feet increments. Well, today, the vaccine, instead of stopping the spread, it's the viral handmaiden, accelerating the mutation and the creation of a new super variant. It's alive. It's alive! You think the Delta was bad. Ha! This new variant's molecular structure has shrunk into a nano-sized atom so small that when you exhale these atoms, they vaporize, creating a cellular mist floating any which way the wind blows for thousands of feet until it settles onto a surface, transforming into COVID sludge. You've never heard of COVID sludge, huh? Oh, come on, read up, people. If video is handy here, we scrawl words projected on the floor of the stage, a contagion, if you will. He turns on an audience member. You think this is funny, huh? What? Yeah, a sludge packer. That's what you are, you dumb shit theater sludge packers. All of you, you don't just catch it breathing in anymore. No, beep, beep. Heart monitor sound, beep. No, COVID sludge is everywhere, man. It's tabletops, it's on floors, theater stages. It gets absorbed through your skin, and once it's in your bloodstream, it gets sticky blood. I'm not making this shit up. He reads the text on the floor, scrawling. And if this contaminated blood doesn't stick in your lungs or your heart, then the last stop is your brain, causing massive delusional hallucinations. Beep, beep. Well, you don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. Beep, beep. The COVID chorus. They enter the stage. They rearrange the sheet curtain into a hospital bed in front of Proud Boy. If video is available, we project bubbles, molecules rising up from the stage floor. He continues, you don't know if you're standing up, beep, or if you're lying down, beep, or if you're awake, beep, or if you're dreaming. The COVID chorus, they lower the COVID molecule helmet onto Proud Boy's head, transforming him into Captain COVID. They all sing. Life could be a dream, life could be a dream, do, 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 shaboom. Life could be a dream, if I could take you up in paradise up above. Don't you tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart, hello, hello again, shaboom, I'm hoping we'll meet again. John, leaning on a crutch, stands center stage. Dressed in camouflage battle fatigues and wearing a Proud Boy baseball cap, he hears an offstage sound. He looks up just in time to catch an orb falling from above. He stares, horrified, at a 16-inch, transparent, hollow plastic globe resembling a COVID molecule with long red spikes. Slowly, he manipulates the COVID globe around his body as he whistles. Bum, 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 he sings. He's got the whole world in his hands. He floats the COVID globe in his hands above his head. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his... The hollow plastic globe comes crashing down over John's head, transforming into a COVID molecule space helmet. From inside the helmet we hear... Childlike, he sings, where is love? Does it fall from skies above? Bum, 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 bum. As if handling an incendiary device, John gingerly lifts the COVID helmet off his head as he mutters a biblical verse. And I saw a beast coming out of the east with 10 horns and 7 heads, and on its horns were 10 crowns, and on its heads were blasphemous names. He hurls the COVID molecule helmet off stage and jumps behind a chair, his crutch now a rifle. Duck and cover! Shut up! He stands there. They surrounded the perimeter of the theater. Oh, man, they know we're in here. Shut up! Oh, you think this is funny? Huh? Oh, you think that vaccine's gonna save your ass? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you beat them. You showed them who's boss. Guess what, dumb shit? They're still here, stronger than ever. Oh, you don't know who or what you're dealing with. Molecules, my ass. They're not molecules. They're a species, man. A subspecies that will stop at nothing less than total world domination. And they're not called COVID or Delta. Those are stupid names Fauci and all the other idiot scientists named them. They identify as MOSH. It's the sound the vibration makes as the air travels over the spikes on their globular bodies as they hurl through space. Satan's spawn! Satan's spawn! That's what I call them. I blame the gays. I blame the gays for all this. I will reign upon him and his hordes, pestilence, fire, sulfur, and more. He stomps the floor. Oh, they're like cockroaches, man. Oh, vermin. Use whatever metaphor you like. Once they move into the neighborhood, they don't want to move out. Two characters dressed as COVID molecules dash across the stage as Proud Boy shoots his rifle. Bang! Go away. This is my home. Bang! You will not replace us! Proud Boy's microphone suddenly goes dead. He stands there ranting silently as the COVID chorus ensemble sets the stage with a makeshift sheet/curtain. They take away Proud Boy's crutch/rifle and place the COVID helmet on his head, transforming him into, and for lack of a better description, let's call this character Captain COVID, who speaks in a slightly effeminate and childlike voice. Billions of light years ago, the great expanse of darkness became so dense, so heavy, that it cracked open with an explosion of light and sound and light cue. COVID chorus raise up the curtain, which resembles the Milky Way galaxy. From behind the curtain we hear, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was... The Captain COVID helmet head slowly emerges from a slit in the curtain as if in childbirth, and from that crack of creation, ancient spore-like cells, the very first life force spewed forth, hurling through space, sucked into black holes, spit out of black holes, surviving solar flares, defying all odds, as if on a sacred mission, searching for their destiny, searching for a place to call home. Masterful lighting makes his COVID molecule helmet appear to be floating in space. Music cue, as if channeling the spirit of Mahalia Jackson. Captain COVID sings, how I got over. How did I make it over? You know, myself looks back and wonder, how did I make it over? Two members of the COVID chorus roll out. Tell me how we got over. Mwah. Had a mighty hard time coming on over. You know, ourselves look back and wonder, how did we make it over? Ow! July 9th, 2021. It's alive. It's alive. Oh, that's my show. That is going to have its first public presentation in less than 40 days at the Odyssey Theater on the west side of LA. And I'm very short of breath. I mean, it's moving fast here, man. The train has left the station. And next week, I got to meet with some live musicians, not dead musicians, live musicians. And as well as we got a cast, there's 2 other people in this, and I got to shoot some video promos for the show. And oh yeah, we got to get some audio recordings in for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. And oh my God, I can't breathe. And it's just going to suck. That's what I think. It's all going to suck. And wouldn't you know it, the universe, thank you, universe, it responded today. Just what I needed. An email from this dude named James Clear. I don't know who this James Clear is, but once a week I get these little things from him. Today, he says, you don't need to predict how everything will play out. Just master the next step and continue moving in the right direction. July 20th, 2021. Okay, man, we were going full steam ahead. We were going to open in a month from now. We were meeting with live musicians this week. David Schweitzer was flying in from New York. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. But thank you, all you anti-vaxxers, for spreading the Delta variant like a California wildfire. I read in the Los Angeles Times just a couple days ago, dated July 17th. All right, here it goes. Starting Saturday night, residents will again be required to wear masks in indoor public spaces regardless of their vaccination status. This includes all indoor theaters. They expect the new order will remain in place until they begin to see improvements in community transmission. Okay, so we're supposed to open like in 4 weeks. How am I supposed to do this show with the audience all in mask? Who's going to want to come sit inside a theater and have to wear a mask and worry about the Delta variant? It's Alive is on life support, so I'm talking with David Schweitzer later to see what our options here. More will be revealed. Stay tuned. So Davey, I just made a little recording that reading the LA Times that it's because of the masking thing, we might not be able to open this on August 20th. I mean, you've talked with Beth. What's the current status here with everything?
Well, I think that the crucial thing is that we've made a show which is essentially a pandemic satire, a satire on the pandemic and its consequences, which is a pretty bold thing to do when you're still in the midst.
Right.
One of your primary characters in the piece is a COVID germ, highly sensitive with hurt feelings because he is not received with open arms by the various bodies he tries to enter. So it's a very original character. The entire piece is a very original Black comedy which is seeking to find a kind of transcendence resulting from this crazy year that we've spent with this pandemic. So, I mean, that's why I'm so excited about the piece. But I'm not necessarily that excited about doing it in a Los Angeles environment where there's a fresh mask mandate and a big spike due to a COVID variant.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So, to be continued. July 30th, 2021. So, it's time to put the pen down, so to speak, but does one ever put the pen down when you're creating a new piece? It's alive, it's alive! But I need to start focusing on these little monsters, these characters that I've created, because I'm going to be acting them out on stage before you know it, so I have to look at them from an actor's point of view. For instance, this one character, whom I shall call Proud Boy, a believer in QAnon conspiracies filled with rage and hate. And what makes him tick? It'd be so easy for me to judge him. But as an actor, I don't want to do that. I want to look inside myself and see where I feel hate. I mean, surely there's something inside me that I hate. I hate injustice. I hate tyranny. I hate Donald Trump. Just saying his name fills me with rage. And there's going to be people who hear me saying that I hate him, that are going to hate me. Hate, woo! It's like a virus going around. So what would author James Baldwin from the 1960s have to say about this? Quote, hate is a defense mechanism. One of the reasons people cling to their hate so stubbornly is because they sense once the hate is gone, they will be forced to deal with the pain, end quote. Wait a minute. So it's easier to hate than to feel pain. So this Proud Boy, he's in pain. He fears he's losing his country. He's fighting to preserve his freedom. And I'm in pain. I'm scared. Our democracy, it's on shaky ground. What with the big lie, the lies, the voting suppression. I'm fighting for our country to stay free. So in a way, Proud Boy and me, we're both fighting for the same thing. But I'm fighting against what he stands for, and he's fighting against what I stand for. Oh dear, isn't that what the Civil War was all about? It's alive. It's alive! And now I just have to make it all funny because this is a post-pandemic satire that I'm writing. August 8th, 2021. What the Fleck is going on? I don't know. I've been writing and tweaking this new show for over a year and a half now. I was supposed to perform it last July 2020 as a special event in the parking lot of the Odyssey Theater here in LA. We couldn't do it indoors because of the lockdown, so we were going to do it outside, a scrappy musical cabaret pandemic satire, a celebration of the resiliency of the theater. It's alive. It's alive. But the plague had other plans, so the show was put on life support and postponed for a year until now, August 21st, 2021, this time to be performed inside in an actual theater. But that just got canceled because of the new citywide indoor masking mandate. So now it's moved to September 18th. But Delta is surging here, and I think it's going to be postponed again. And there's a voice inside me that says, just let it die. Is it even relevant now? Who cares? Just pull the plug. Oh, what would Vincent van Gogh have to say about this voice in my head? Or as the Dutch call him, Vincent van Gogh. Quote, you don't know how paralyzing it is, that stare from a blank canvas and the voice inside that says, you cannot paint. Many painters are afraid of the blank canvas, but the blank canvas is afraid of the truly passionate painter who dares to break the spell of you can't. Oh, Vincent, thank you. That's what I am. I'm scared of the empty canvas, the empty stage. As a performing artist, I need to get these words that are stuck in my head on my 2 feet in front of a live audience. I need to break the spell. Aha! As of this moment, I hereby declare I am planning a simple, bare-bones presentation of this piece in front of people, even if I have to do it in my own living room. I saw this written somewhere. The sooner you make a choice, the sooner you can make an adjustment. I just need to do it once on my feet so I can make an adjustment. That's how work grows. As they say, quote, Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour. You don't have to do it all today. Just lay a brick. And don't be afraid if you lay a turd every now and then. It's all part of the process. End quote. It's alive. It's alive.
The journey continues with the episodic novel Mercury's Wake by Stephanie Vlahos, now available to read on Kindle.